In this video, I would like to talk about 5 skills that every entrepreneur needs to become successful and to scale their company. So I was thinking about it for quite a bit of time, and every time I meet successful people, I find out what made them successful from their opinion and why they are continuing scaling and growing, what drives them. Today I would like to talk about 5 main things that I put for myself that I need to develop in myself and every entrepreneur needs to develop in themselves if they want to become successful and scale their company. So the first one is communication. A positive tone, a small talk with the right person, being open and positive can open lots of doors. So I feel that communication is one that has to be developed all the time. And for example, for the past year and this year as well, I'm working strongly on my public speaking skills, and I feel that is extremely important. So if you are a kind of person that it's not very interesting to listen to what you're saying, I feel that it's going to be way more difficult to grow and to network, to meet right people. Then come interpersonal skills. I feel that it is extremely important. It's very connected with communication, but when you are not putting enough attention on your network, you are just, staying inside your box, inside of your comfort zone. So I feel it's extremely important to go out there, meet people and connect, talk about common issues. So when you're faced with the issues inside your business, it's extremely difficult to solve it on your own, and you often need a mentor or a coach. But in the beginning, when you're just starting or just overall, it's not always available option. When going and meeting other entrepreneurs, it's almost always available if you're living in big-ish city. For example, I live in Barcelona, which is 2 million people city, which is enough to have events almost every week if I want to. But I feel a little bit burnt out if I do so many. So I try to do at least 2-3 events a month to meet people, to see how we can brainstorm. That's one skill that definitely has to be developed from time to time. This is the skill that you need to work on constantly without ever stopping if you want to continue growing. Then come leadership skills. I don't put all the skills in the importance order, because I feel for every person the importance would change. So in terms of leadership skills, of course, if you are a really bad leader, you can of course still work on your own and build a company on your own, but I'm not sure about the size and how happy you will be doing everything on your own. So I feel for some time when you are a small company, a freelancer, it works, but then at some point you definitely need to hire and develop your leadership skills together with hiring, or maybe in advance. That would be better even if you can. I will talk later in the video how you can develop your skills, all of them. Basically, I already gave some examples how I develop my communication skills, but there are other ways. After that comes empathy. So I really feel that if you are empathetic, it helps you a lot in business, both if you are having a product business, e-commerce, or you are having a person business, a service. Of course, in the service, when you're working with people only, when your main product is also connected to people, that's even more important. So how you can develop empathy? There are many different ways. For example, first of all, I would try to understand where you are now. So there are tests for emotional intelligence, and it helps to understand maybe where you lack more development and what kind of skills you need to work on. Next one I called next one I called flexibility skills. adaptability skills as well, because basically it is to be open-minded. The more people you meet, the more entrepreneurs you meet, the more you will see that some of them are quite close-minded to other people's ideas or the way you do things. And basically this is not that common, but I feel that people who are like that, over the time, they are not developing much. So, for example, you meet them after a couple of years in another setting and you're like, oh, how are you doing? How's the business doing? And you find out that it's doing exactly the same, which is not surprising. Yeah, I feel like when you are open to new ideas, when you are feeling that you want to explore, you want to improve your business, and you're flexible kind of person, then it definitely helps you to grow faster. And especially, I also think that it's amazing to hire this kind of people for your team. So you're not alone like that, but the whole team wants to be more flexible and wants to learn. What about learning? I want to finish with the last skill that I feel it's something that drives entrepreneurship overall. It's basically curiosity. Every time I meet people who achieved a lot in their careers, in their businesses, I find out that they're very curious. They don't mind to know about something that is not related to their business, not gonna profit them directly. They just want to learn things. And I think that when you are stop growing, you are dying, and there are lots of different ways how you can continue to develop each of these skills above. For example, like reading books, listening audio books, listening podcasts, watching YouTube, talking to other entrepreneurs, networking. I feel when you go to live events, this is even more powerful because you can connect on a deeper level than just consume content. So consuming content is not still like something that you should stop doing at some point when you feel like, oh, now I'm successful. I feel that that has to be happening constantly, because if not, then yeah, you are out. You are not updated with the information that is happening right now, with the trends that are happening in your industry. So this is really a must-have, and for me this is one of the most important ones. Now I want to hear from you. What kind of skills do you prioritize in your personal development, and what do you think makes people successful? Maybe you met someone recently that you think that they had something that I didn't mention, or even if I did, I would like to hear as well. And please put a like and subscribe. It takes only 10 seconds and helps me a lot. So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.